Hey guys, welcome to my theater. In this one we are going to show you how to install the Dayton BST1 bass shakers that we've been talking about. If you see, I've done some prep work. I've already taken the screen down, and this is an acoustically transparent screen, that's why the speakers are back there. And I'm just going to run through the things that you're going to need, and then we're going to go ahead and start talking about how to set it up. So let's go down to the front. We're going to show you some of the things that you will need. These are tools you will need if you're going to install these. One, a drill of some kind. I use a cordless drill and a drill bit, and that drill bit's about 3/32 drill bit. And that's to make pilot holes for the screws. Next thing we have here is a bag of number 6 screws, and they're 3/4 inch long. Now those are going to be used for a couple things. And one of it is to screw in to the BST1s to hold them onto the couches that you're going to be installing it on. You're going to need a small screwdriver, and that's going to be for the amplifiers that I'm using. You're also going to need a pair of wire strippers. These also are for the particular amplifier I'm using. These are just 1/4 inch tall nylon spacers, and those are going to go between well, you'll see. I'll show you in a second. And then here's 14 gauge speaker wire, and you're going to want something like that. That's what I chose to use because of the length of run. I'm running about 20 feet or so. You're also going to want a regular screwdriver. Most of these things you're going to want to hand tighten. You don't necessarily need to tighten down with a drill, and we'll talk about that. Now, for those of you who have like a setup like mine, what you probably have is all your wires going through a conduit through here and then coming out. Like all my wires are through a conduit and they come out through that hole back there, including the subwoofer cable. Now subwoofer cable, as I showed you earlier, I decided to split off, and you can see it right here being split off into the 2 different amplifiers. Now these are the same amplifiers. They're a little bit, this one's a little newer, and it just so it has the Wandom stamp on it, but they're the exact same amplifiers. I added these to it. I just soldered those on but they're the exact same amplifier. Now, I told you that we were going to use those spacers, and those spacers will be used on these amplifiers to stick them off the ground for heat, and also so that they don't have to sit directly on there. Now we do have the 2 power supplies. I ran them back here, and we still have to run some cables to here, and we'll show that. So this is the basic starting setup. You're going to need 2 of your amplifiers, your 2 power supplies. Don't have them hooked up right now. Like if you notice, for example, this is where this one gets plugged in. You'll notice it's not plugged in yet. And the reason why it's not plugged in yet is the fact that we're going to be working with the voltage back there, and we don't want to get electrocuted. I will be running the 14 gauge speaker wire. And let me show you the couch that we're going to be running it to. The couch that we're going to be running these Dayton audios is this one back here. I already have one in this couch. We're going to run 2 or 3. I have 3 of these BST1s in this couch. Here in a minute, I'm going to flip over the couch and show you how or where we may do that. But first, I'm going to go ahead and hook up the amplifiers and prepare that so that it is all ready for when we flip this over and look to see where we're going to prepare and put these bass shakers. Alright guys, that's it for now. This is the prep work done. This shows you all the tools you need. You need a couch, all the tools mentioned before, and you're pretty much on your way. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.